when you get laid off, I have not. I've had the fortune as of in my life. I haven't been laid off. My husband's been laid off, and I've had to lay people off or help some of my clients through that process. There is a grief process that goes with that. Okay. And that is natural and that's normal for you to go through a grieving process. Because again, if you were the top talent, you getting all the accolades, you had, and even if you weren't, right, the perception of stability goes away, right? It robs you of your vision of stability. And so one of the things that I want everybody to consider, and when I say this, it's going to sound crazy, but I promise you'll get it. When you go into these jobs, view yourself as an NFL coach. And let me tell you why. NFL coaches get fired all the time. It's a cycle. We probably see it more prominently in the NFL than we do it in the NBA, because it'll be weeks and weeks and weeks when they're talking about so-and-so was fired and they're going to go be the offensive coordinator over here, right? And I don't know, many of you follow football, but I do. And so one of the things that the football NFL has helped me do is change my perspective on working. This is an exchange for time and money and talent. This transactional. I don't care how much they tell you it's communal. I don't care how much folks tell you they're your family. No. When you're an NFL coach, you negotiate your money up front because you have an agent. You get as much as you can, and you got an out clause that when you leave, they pay you to go. That's very similar to what happens in corporate America. When you go work for them, y'all negotiate a salary. I should hope you're negotiating a signing bonus. And when you walk in that door, you need to be thinking about, if you had to leave, what's your number? So if they're going to lay you off or they ask you, tap you on the shoulder because you're no longer a fit for the organization, you need to have that number in your head. You need to understand what that number is. And you never let that number leave you. If anything, it should go up. But don't take it personal. What we do is we go in and look, we've been taught this. My mama taught me, girl, give 100% everything you do. You need an A. I'm very type A. I want you to operate in excellence. And what I've come to understand throughout these years is that there were a lot of times I was top talent, but just because I was top talent and given way above and beyond and had the accolades or whatever, that didn't mean I was going to get a promotion. They would put me under Timmy, and Timmy dumb as a brick. And they would have me hold Timmy up as the foundation, but I wasn't ready to get a promotion. Okay. So 2 things I want you to think about. NFL coach, if they fire you, it ain't personal, it's business. You negotiate. This is a business transaction. The other thing I want you to think about is Coca-Cola. When you put $1 in the machine to get a Coca-Cola 12-ounce can, that's all they give you, right? They only give you 12 ounces. Hopefully it's going to be cold. And when you pop the top, it goes, shh, and there's a little condensation come down the side, right? They don't give you a 2-liter. What we do is we show up with our 2-liter. They only paid for 12 ounces. We giving them above and beyond. We giving them over what they pay for. We get frustrated when they don't compensate us for the extra, but that's not what they paid you for. We get frustrated when we're doing 3 and 4 people's job when they didn't ask you because you had this extra capacity that you saw a need to be filled and you decided to fill it yourself, even though they didn't ask you, and you got frustrated. And then some of us, even from a spiritual perspective, will say, well, I'm working unto the Lord because I know that's where we are. You're right. But the word says, give an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. So I didn't tell you I wasn't going to give you your 12 ounce. I'm going to give you your 12-ounce Coca-Cola. It's going to be the best one you ever had in your life. It's going to be cold. It's going to have that little condensation come down. And when you pop the top, it's going to, your expiration ain't going to be expired. But I'm not going to give you my 2-liter because the extra capacity I have above your 12 ounces for my family, for my businesses, for my community, for my mental health, for my rest, for my spiritual connection with my Father. Because if I'm exhausted, I don't even have time to pray. I'm too tired. I can't even sit still. I can't even listen to my mama when she want to talk. And that could be the last time I talk to her, right? Because the reality is life and people are passing away. And people don't have to die for you to lose them. I have a father who has dementia. And so 2 things I just want y'all to think about. NFL coach, it's transactional. Don't take it personal. This business. You a service provider. Don't get caught up in the emotions. This a job. This ain't your life. These people do not validate you. That's not their job. Their job is to get money for the service that you provide for them. and give them their 12 ounces. That's what they paid for. Make sure it's the best, but you only give them that. And then you won't be frustrated. Now, if somebody won't pay you for 2 liters, then you go let them pay you for that. But if they only paying you for 12 ounces, that's all you give. Don't offer. Don't even tell them you got extra capacity because it's not their business. This is a business transaction.